So before music, I basically, I was just, man, I feel like I was a petty hustler, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like I was just trying to find every little in and out scheme, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as just selling shit, anything I can get my hands on, you know what I'm saying? But I also worked though, you know what I'm saying? Like I was one of them niggas that can hold a 9 to 5 down, you know what I'm saying? Like I was working at Pepsi and shit before I really start locking in the studio and shit for a couple years, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like what help fund my rap career, you know. Eventually started buying all my studio equipment and shit, like with it and shit, and that's kind of like I feel like it was a smart investment. But I just to go back on just where I'm from and shit, like it wasn't a lot of people getting money, you know what I'm saying? So when you did see a nigga get money, you shining, you know, you kind of like that kind of motivated you to, or motivated me to get my shit together, you know what I'm saying? So I eventually started getting like too big that I couldn't even work like at Pepsi and shit no more, and it just was too much. I feel like it's just like where I'm from, it's so small, it's a small city, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't a lot of margin for error or success, you know what I'm saying? Like just growing up, like you see everybody around you in your neighborhood, they selling drugs or you know what I'm saying, just on some kind of money scheme or some shit. So that's kind of like what you drift off to, like growing up and shit. But I always seen the bigger picture in it, you know what I'm saying? Especially with doing music and seeing like getting real fans and shit. Like that shit kind of motivated me to be more successful and shit and just learn the game and shit. I just always wanted more, you know what I'm saying? So growing up in my neighborhood, man, it wasn't a lot of opportunity. I kind of migrated to what I was seeing and going on around me, you know what I'm saying, as far as niggas getting fast money, quick money on the streets and shit. But I seen the bigger picture in it though, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think about like where I would be like if wasn't from KC, like the rural area type shit. Like if I was from the suburbs, like Olathe or Liberty or something like that. I feel like I probably would have started off with like 700, 800 credit score or some shit like that. So I'll be like way more advanced. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like I definitely would have had a different lifestyle, just upbringing and whatever. I probably wouldn't be rapping and shit though, you know what I'm saying? I probably took a whole different lane. Just, I feel like where I'm from kind of molded me to rap and shit though, do music. So I wouldn't change it, you know what I'm saying? I went to school in the suburbs though. I kind of graduated my senior year. My mama and shit moved out the hood and shit, so I got a chance to see what that life was like. I was like, damn, man, if I would have been living here my whole life, I probably, you know what I'm saying? I'd probably be somewhere totally different by now. So, yeah. Some of the biggest challenges being an artist from KC, man, I feel like it's just growing up in hate. You know what I'm saying? It's so small here, so it's not a lot of room for niggas to just bubble and blossom as an artist, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't got like a big history of a lot of artists making it big from here type shit. And the gap is so big, you know what I'm saying, in age of motherfuckers just getting on and shit. And our demographic is crazy though, cause like a lot of people come here and make a lot of money, but it's like you would think it's easier for artists to get on, like with so many people coming to town and shit, but man, it get crazy, like, and a lot of people like step on your toes here, you know what I'm saying, like, as far as other artists and shit, so it make it hard for people to really blossom and shit. We ain't got a lot of venues here neither for like artists to perform and shit. We a flyover city, so a lot of people don't take us serious as a music city versus like East Coast, West Coast, down south and shit. But I feel like now is best time ever for KC, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of artists going crazy and starting to build a name for themselves down here, so. What's poppin', man? It's Big Six, Big DWalk, and you checking out 247hh.com.